This episode of Simple Civics Greenville County is brought to you by Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, providing free books to children 0 to 5 throughout Greenville County. To sign up, visit greenvillefirststeps.org/freebooks. That's greenvillefirststeps.org/freebooks.
The success of students inside our schools often relies heavily on school community partnerships. And here at Simple Civics EdTalks, we are pleased to shine a bright spotlight on community partners that are doing extraordinary things both inside and outside the school buildings to provide wraparound supports to help students thrive in the classroom and in life. One of these organizations is Communities in Schools, a national organization that has a strong affiliate in South Carolina, working statewide with 47 different schools. Here in Greenville, Communities in Schools, or CIS, works in 7 schools. I'm Catherine Schumacher with Public Education Partners, and on today's episode of Simple Civics EdTalks, we will hear from 3 members of the Communities in Schools family here in Greenville to learn more about the program and its impact. Maisha Belcher, site coordinator at Carolina High School, interviews 2 Carolina juniors, Daraji Adams and Jacoby Wellmaker Ashmore, to talk about the program.
Hello, everybody. My name is Maisha Belcher, and I am with Communities in Schools. I'm very, very excited to be here with EdTalks to discuss some really, really important things that CIS does, and have 2 of my beautiful students that I work with at Carolina also. So I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. I'm with Daraji and Jacoby. Y'all go ahead.
Hey, I'm Daraji. I'm a junior at Carolina High School.
Hey y'all, I'm Jacoby. I am also a junior at Carolina High School.
So we have Daraji and Jacoby here, who are both part of Communities in Schools at Carolina High School. So just a little bit about Communities in Schools. We strive to bridge relationships, bridge the gaps with the school, community, parents, making sure that students have what they need to stay on track to graduate. Graduation rates often can be low, and we want to just make sure that our students have everything they need. They are well-rounded, have that holistic view kind of met, so that way they can make it to their big dreams that they have. So Communities in Schools operates in 7 Greenville County schools: Carolina High School, Berea High School, Berea Middle School, Berea Elementary School, Welcome Elementary School, Grove Elementary School, and Alexander Elementary School. We are within schools every single day, all day, working with our students. We are checking in with them, making sure they're here on time, making sure they have their attendance all good and correct, making sure they're staying out of trouble, not in ISS, OSS, getting any referrals. I see Jacoby over there. He looking at me like, yeah, she does all of that. And then making sure that their coursework is also on point, because we don't we want to make sure that they are moving the needle forward. It gets harder. I think y'all might can agree as you get up into those steps. Yeah,
I agree.
So, elementary school is like fun, dandy, and then middle school is kind of like, okay, this is still fun. But then high school is like, boom, talk to us about it.
It's been uphill and downhill. So my grades, they've skyrocketed now because my grades wasn't the best at my 11th grade year at the start, but now they're getting up.
Nice. What about you, Daraji?
When you switch from middle school, it's a big jump.
Mhm.
Trust me, because my 9th grade year, I was in just random classes, and I didn't really know what I was doing, because when I was in 9th grade, I picked random classes thinking that it was just going to be whatever, and I figured out that was not it. Now, it is not it. Because in middle school, you get like a chance to turn in work whenever. Now you can't do that. Missing assignments, you get 10 points off. Every day is missing.
So it's really preparing you for college,
Yeah.
if you want to
Yes.
go, right? Which is what we're pushing you towards, that college and career readiness. That's a big part of what Communities in School site coordinators are doing in the high school. We are meeting with principals, we're meeting with assistant principals, all teachers, stakeholders, whoever that is, in order to make sure that we can help connect our students to then that college and career readiness piece. So we have within CIS tiers. So tier 1 supports, tier 2 supports, tier 3 supports. And I'm going to go a little backwards because we kind of just talked about that tier 3 support where the site coordinator, myself, I meet with you guys individually, right? So we have that individual plan, those individual goals to say, Daraji, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to be? Where do you want to go? And how do we get you there? Jacoby, what are you doing already that is pushing you towards that dream, that goal that you want to do? And then putting those systems in place to make sure you're getting there, right? So let's talk about, if we can, maybe what you guys feel like tier 3 supports have done to kind of help you maybe this school year, last school year. Jacoby, I know you've been in CIS 2 years, and then Daraji, this is your first year, but I've known you since being at Carolina.
It really helped me realize that I have more potential in myself because I got somebody that believes in me and tells me that I can do it instead of me just half doing my work, doing it just to get a grade. You tell me that I can work over what I'm doing and get the grade and learn how to do it, prepare me for for college, which is what I really do want to do. And I think I've become a better student because of it. Yeah.
Nice.
Just like Daraja said, I've definitely have become a better student. And also, you definitely do be staying on top of us for our work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our meetings on Friday, they're like every other Friday. And, like, we just meet and talk about, like, what's going on in the week, what can we improve on, what's, like, our mental health at the moment. It helps me that way. I'm not just like, at school. I know you believe in us there and, like, when we're not there.
That means a lot to hear. I think when I get caught up in doing the motions all the time, I don't sit down and think like, oh, dang, you're making an impact. It's happening. But to hear it from you guys, I appreciate that. But thank you, too, for letting me just be a part of your lives, because that's a big deal. You don't just let strangers in, right? And that's a good thing. Don't let strangers in. But make sure that you trust adults, because they are important if they are going to be good for your lives. And I really appreciate y'all having me be a part of that. Okay, let's go to tier 2. Tier 2 supports are mainly group support. So that would be something where there's 2 or more students coming together to get some type of education, support that's outside of the school coming in. So that would be like our Girl Up Greenville group. And Daraji, I know that you're part of Girl Up Greenville outside of school. So Communities in Schools is in that piece of bridging those outside resources with the school. We've have a partnership with Girl Up Greenville, and I believe Girl Up Greenville was at Carolina High School for a while. But Kim Mogan, who's the executive director, and she is amazing. It is girl focused. So she's connecting them to internships over the summertime to get experience with job shadowing. She is making sure their mental health as well. So that holistic approach. She comes to our schools every other Friday consistently, and the girls love her. Kim is amazing. So Girl Up is one of the tier 2s that we have a very strong partnership with, and we have a lot of good consistency, and girls come in every other Friday.
They make sure that you're doing something that you really love, because if you don't like it, then you're not going to want to do it for real. So during my summer internship, they put me in Vivacity Tech, which is an office base, because I want to be a lawyer when I get older. And they also put me in the warehouse to see if I want to be on my feet or if I want to be just in the office base. And I do love the office base. And I told her that. So this year she's going to put me in a real estate program for the internship. And she's looking for more ways that I can learn about real estate. And I really like that because she shows that she's interested in what I'm interested in. And then this year, like coming up, we have the Secret Santa. And since a lot of girls don't have money or jobs, she gives us the card, and she gives us a budget and lets us do it. And I think that's really fair to everyone. And I just really love Miss Kim.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Another tier one, I think, Jacoby, that you have experienced is Gen Excellence. So Gen Excellence is one of those organizations that's going to help our students get real life experience before they get out of high school. So a lot of skill sets that they need to go into the real world. We're talking about college and career readiness. We're talking about financial piece of it, financial literacy, and then how to budget. I think we did like a budgeting course where we had real money. You
It was
remember we
like
did that?
monthly, yearly.
Okay. What you remember about that? Talk about that
We
one.
went into the cafeteria and it was like, what do you want to do when you get older? I put psychology at the time because that's what I thought I wanted to do.
I think she gave out worksheets. She actually gave out, it looked like real money. It wasn't real money, but for you to actually hold the money in your hand, write out on the worksheet your yearly salary, how much a month you're going to be bringing home, what bills you got to pay, what your gas look like, what your food look like. And you had to give that money physically to that bill. And then you see what you got left over. So that way you were knowing how to budget, where your money was going. Even just going back to maybe you look at the salary and you're like, well, I know my lifestyle is expensive, so I might have to choose something different. Seeing what was maybe, in that moment, what was more important to you in that. And it can always change it. Like you said at one point you wanted to do psychology and then that since changed. We just had a conversation about that today before we got here.
Yes.
And that's okay. Like, I think in this, where you're at as juniors, especially, just having an idea of what you like, you can have 5 ideas. That's fine. You'll know how to narrow it down as you get closer to what it is you want, as you're still discovering who you are and what you like. Okay, so we talked about tier 2 supports. Now we're going to go to tier 1 supports. So tier 1 supports are those school-wide supports that we put in with the help of other community resources. The one that we did this last school year at Carolina, we had a mental health awareness cookbook workshop with Waltz. Miss Susan came in and we had a lot of students in that room, in our multipurpose room. We probably had about 60 students at one time, and we had cookbooks for each student. She gave out cookbooks, she gave out aprons to take home, and the community cookbook was basically to share those recipes that we kind of tend to lean towards whenever it's the holiday time and they just kind of make us feel good. And that cookbook was given out to our students to try during the holiday time. Jacoby, tell us about your experience with that.
Okay. My experience, it was good. It was very interactive. We got to color. I took home 2 aprons.
Did you do anything with them?
Oh, yeah.
Did you cook something?
Yes, actually,
What'd
I
you
did.
make?
I baked sugar cookies.
Nice. Okay.
I just overall liked it because she told us how she got to where she is today, and she told us her personal experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about you, Daraji?
I really liked it because she made the people's who recipes that they were, she made them feel good by sharing recipes that they like and putting a smile on their face, and then also sharing her personal experience, making it seem so we're not just getting information from someone that don't really know what is going on. It was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Susan is amazing. I enjoy the energy that she brings to the room whenever she's explaining educational things to us, but also making it really fun and interactive. She does a really good job with that. Other tier 1s that communities and schools have done, helping out with basic needs for whole school, whether that be clothing, food. If we have things that come into us, we're able to outsource that to all of our schools. Yeah, tier 1s are just as helpful as tier 2s, just as helpful as tier 3s. I feel like they all have their focus, but they're helping to support the whole student, the whole family, the whole school, staff. We even do staff appreciations because without them, we wouldn't be here either. They have to agree to have us at school, and I'm very grateful that they enjoy having us there so that we can help serve you guys. All right, so as we're wrapping up our conversation for today, I really want to know, what are you looking forward to for senior year? Because you're almost done and you're almost out of here.
Me coming in at 12 o'clock with some food.
Wait, so does that mean you get to come into school later because you only have 2 classes? Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, Daraji, are you you'll just have early release? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Okay, but I have the opportunity to graduate this year.
Oh, okay. Early
Yeah.
grad?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm gonna take it because I haven't did any applications.
Okay. So you're excited for sleeping in and coming in late to
Yep.
finish up the year.
Yep.
I love that. Okay. Jacoby, what you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to, getting it out the way and going to college. I plan on going to Lander University. I need to apply.
Bearcats.
I need to apply, but when I get in, we gotta manifest it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Speak
want to
it.
study either theater or criminology.
Nice. Love that. Well, that'll be our next step. And that piece, that one-on-one piece of getting you there.
Yes, ma'am.
Daraji, I know you got something else other than sleeping in that you looking forward to for senior. Give me something else,
Okay.
girl.
I honestly am. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for sports because big senior.
Yeah,
Okay.
I plan on to continue band and chorus.
Okay.
You going back to band?
Yeah, I gotta get my senior banner.
Cloud.
Oh, the senior banner. Those are really popular amongst the sports and athletics. Okay. Well, I really appreciate talking with y'all today. Y'all have really, y'all make my day. Y'all make my day all the
Aw.
time. But this was really special for us to be able to share this time together, to just really sit down and actually have a conversation about the great things that y'all are doing and going to do, and that I'm just to be along for the ride to watch you do it. So
Oh.
thank
I'm
y'all.
gonna cry.
Goodness. So thank you so much for EdTalks for having us today. Again, my name is Maisha Belcher,
My name is Jacoby Wellmaker.
My name is Daraji Adams.
and y'all have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Simple Civics EdTalks is a joint project of Greater Good Greenville, Greenville First Steps, and Public Education Partners Greenville County.
Hi, Simple Civics Greenville County listeners, Nathaniel here. If you've made it this far, then we think you'll really love our newsletter. Sign up for bonus content, updates, and more right in your inbox. Look for the link in the description that says newsletter to sign up, or visit us at simplecivicsgreenvillecounty.org. Find the link in the menu that says newsletter and sign up there. We'll see you again next week.